Hello there, welcome to the Antler Crown. I'm Elwyn, and this is a reading for the week ahead for fire signs. Now, before I start, I'd just like to say you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, where I go live Mondays and Fridays, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I also have private readings available through my Etsy link, which is in the description below this video. Thank you. Right, so, okay. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This will be firstly a look at some of the things ahead for the week. For some of you, what to look out for. What to look out for. Okay. Some of the challenges that may pop up. Okay, that you may be dealing with now also, but will carry over. Some things being resolved, some things not being resolved, and a little bit of guidance, perhaps, hopefully, on what to do about it. Okay, so let's have a look. I'll give these a really good shuffle first. Cut that bit out. Right. Okay, well, fire signs, there may be this form of getting caught up in the loop of something. Here there is the balance of energy and what you are doing with it, trying to keep the balance, trying to divide your energy and your time into all the things you may be doing, yet something may be neglected. Two cups, well, the Four of Cups, but not primarily the two cups before them. There is this feeling of missing something out. Boredom, possibly, but it's more to do with the situation in which you find yourself in. Busy, busy, busy bee. There is a form of neglect here, neglect of the self, neglect of another. This is due to work primarily. Once again, you're busy. Okay? Now, making choices, however, there are certain things that fall by the wayside. Spiritual choices, forms of your path and where you are going. You share with others about perhaps things and choices ahead or choices in the past that you may have suffered from. There is a form of pain there. There is a form of gathering together, grouping together, rejoining in order to comfort, in order to sustain and re-energize. There is also here, denotes very much when it comes to forms of family and abundance, the home, in other words. This here, although, yes, the home draws on strength and things like this, there can also be complications within this that can cause more problems, trying to once again keep everything going, keep everything moving. It can sometimes be overwhelming, and this is very much an overwhelming card. The balance, trying to keep this alignment of yourself and the many different hats that you may wear, keeping them on straight, keeping them going. However, there is choice here. There is togetherness, there is celebration. Do not forget about celebrating. The choice almost not to celebrate but to keep going is within you. You may feel obligated to do so, but taking time out to enjoy what you are working towards, what you are accomplishing, you must remember. There is help here to be offered. Okay, there's other people around you, some of you, where there is guidance, there is help. Okay, you are not alone. This primarily also comes in the form of a guide, spirit guide. Remember to keep your spiritual alignment open also. It's very important. Okay, so that's for some of you fire signs. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's have a look more closely at career, work, finance and education, right? Your job and things like that, and all that it may entail. Who are you? Well, this is coming out. Working around others, working with people. And this comes out. I'm going to put it back, but nevertheless, it's there. So, what's going on here? For Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what can we see in the week ahead for work, career, education, and finance? And there it is again. There it is again. There it is. So, these cards come up, but in different order. There is here someone helping a mustering, taking the lead. You are not alone. There is aid here. It may not feel like it sometimes, but there is. Try and keep perspective of this. Try to practice gratitude in this format, okay? Because it can feel overwhelming. It can feel like there are too many responsibilities. It can feel as though you have to always render one and not the other important. Okay, this can bring about conflict within. This can bring about conflict outside as well in your personal life. However, this is due to forms of exhaustion, forms of stress. There is a lot here. You've bitten off a lot. You've bitten off a lot, and there's a lot there to sort of chew through. Choices. When it comes to abundance and enjoying, it's the same thing again. There is here the Chariot, the choice, the duality between things. However, there is also a balance to be found from that. The balance can be rectified by putting a little bit more on the other side of the scale. In other words, enjoying the fruits of your labour. Try to take time, try to spend time doing something that you love purely because you love it. Okay? Try to spend time with family and friends. Try to perhaps even treat yourself to something. There is time for this. You can make time for this. There is the Queen of Wheels, which is basically making time, but the fabrication of something that you make yourself. There is challenge here, an opposition in some way that comes through as a partnership or work colleague who is also making you aware of this. There is criticisms in a form, but the criticisms are constructive. It is concern more than anything else. Your reach, however, well, the Fool here is a good card. You do not reach beyond your means, but you reach high. You must keep aiming high. To aim high is to win at life. If you stay on the same spectrum of where you are, the same level, you will never exceed it. You must always be shooting higher, aiming higher. There is much to be brought from this. Once again, here we are. Family. Reminding yourself while you're doing it, keeping the wolf from the door, financially speaking. But you are winning. You're getting there. Practicing mindfulness, awareness of your situation, perhaps even looking back at where you were. Now, I don't often tell people to look back, but in this case, it can help. Look back at a time where things were harder, and look where you are now. Remind yourself why you're doing things. Remind yourself where you are now. Now, let's have a look at love, relationships, self-love, emotions, matters of the heart, that sort of thing. What are we going to look at for this? We're going to use the same cards, I feel. We're going to use the same cards. There is here, the Tower has popped up, and we'll keep the Tower out. Now the Tower, in this case, is the transitional card, something changing. Feels like perhaps things are kind of falling apart a bit. This is not the case with the Tower. The Tower is actually good. The Tower is necessary. Things must change. Things must evolve. Nothing can stay the same, and neither can a relationship or love in that matter. There is the horizon of something stronger when love is here. Love is changing. It is not getting further away. It is just developing into something stronger. There is more of a partnership developing. There is more trust within this. There are things here to be revealed in some way, to keep a close guard on these things. You may be feeling as though you are keeping some things down, keeping some things, biting your tongue in some instances. However, here, this is not the case. Love, in this instance, love truly does conquer much, almost all, to be honest. It is a matter of how you approach love in this instance. There again, there is love, there is partnership with this. The Queen, in her wisdom of love, her compassion, emotion, her instinct in this sense, commands love, directs love, leads in love. Yet the Knight here is the one who may facilitate, the one who makes action on such things. Two are most necessary. Not one can really do the completed job without the other. There is good partnership here. The summer, in total, when it comes, will bring much, but for now, there is a glimpse of it. There is good bones to a relationship. Here it is again. Perhaps someone is being a little negative in a relationship. Perhaps someone is dragging their feet a little in a relationship. They are healing from something. They are trying to gain perspective on something within. They are dealing with something. However, this is simply a transitional phase. As I said, the Tower thing is happening individually within relationships, not just to the one person. They are evolving and changing also for the betterment of both people in this case. There is a new form of love here. Not new as in coming in, but this new depths. More to the same love, new depths. This takes charge. This is more than hope. It is the golden lining. It is what sometimes we have when we follow through on the dark path that we feel it will get better. Here is the getting better, and you will start to experience it. This, when it comes to conflict, arguments between two people, yet an offering of peace is brought about. Conflicts, resolutions to these coming in. There is romance, rekindling of something. Time together to be spent is most important. Of all nature, of all passions, when it comes to love here, it is very important. And making that time is also very important for you. Now, is there any spirit messages? I'm not really getting any, which is good, I suppose, in some ways. So we'll leave it at that. Oh, one other thing. Synchronous pull. Appreciate this moment. Nice. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find the love. Lovely. I hope you have a blessed week. And if this reading resonated, please like, follow, subscribe, and share. Have a blessed week. Goodbye.